Hey everyone, Jocular Claymore here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. So, for this episode, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to deviate from the main storyline of Dawn Trail and do a seasonal quest instead. So this is the Moonfire Faire event. It's a seasonal event. It's pretty much the end of summer, I think. It's a summer event. I believe I have done these before in other years, and usually you go to the beach and do some fun stuff. You get some cool rewards from it as well. So I thought that this episode we could just do the seasonal event, and it would be a nice change of pace. Right next to me is Mayaru Moyaru? Mayaru Moyaru. Mayaru Moyaru. Okay, we're gonna have to find something simpler. So we're going to talk to them. They're going to give us the first quest and all that, and we'll move on from there. Let's change our minion and see who we get for today. Wind up Rin. Oh, it's little Rin. Oh, that's awesome. Welcome. Welcome to the episode, and we're going to have a good time. So without further ado, let's start. And you can tell this is a festival, seasonal event because we have the music playing, very festive, exotic music. And we've got the lights. So we're in Limsa Luminsa right now. It's one of the 3 starting areas that you can choose when starting this game. And it has a normal background music, and when it changes, that means you're within the vicinity of a seasonal event. So that's cool. Alright, let's talk to Mayaru. Hello. Fire Red, Beast Green. Moyaru is scouring the Aft Castle for any sun-beaten souls who might not have heard about this year's Moonfire Festival. It looks like we got a new gesture out of it. Uchi wa shoi. Very nice. Okay. This is level 30, so it'll be no problem for us. We're level 96, but these events aren't meant to be difficult. Do my eyes deceive me, or do I spy a familiar face who looks like she could do with some proper summer recreation? That's right. The sun's rays are out in full force, and so is our beloved Moonfire Faire. These days, the event doubles as free promotion for the Adventurers Guild, you know. The brave and the bold show off their heroics, and afterwards, the fair guests flock to the guild in droves to hire them. But the real star of the show is the acclaimed Eorzean Nimble Warrior course, bringing in hundreds upon hundreds of new challengers. At any rate, we could really use more help out there, so if perchance I've piqued your interest, I suggest you ship out to Costa del Sol and speak to our chief chaperone, Hermaga. Oh man, haven't gotten that quest jingle in a while. That's, you know, the original Realm Reborn quest jingle, right? A song plays every time you accept a quest in the base game. Anyway, we're going here, check our map. We said Costa del Sol, so we should have that map, that Aetheryte. Yep, alright, let's do it. And I do have summer wear, just in case we need to dress up for the occasion. Okay, so we're going, yeah, to that island there. And lucky for us, we can fly! This might be the same island that Moonfire Faire takes place in every year. It would be more fitting in the daytime, but this will work. Oh, Hermaga. Hey, you're a fellow Rogadin. You hear the fireworks? Ah, now there's a sight for sore eyes. Did Moyaru that's a tongue twister. Did Moyaru send you out here to lend a hand? This year, the event is shaping up to be a thrill for visitors and staff alike. Allow me to give you a brief outline of what we have planned. In case the screaming and splashing hadn't given it away, we've brought back the Eorzean Nimble Warrior course with all of its explosive challenges intact. That's new. We haven't had a warrior course before. Should be fun. Ooh. And if the summer sun gets to be too much, grant yourself a refreshing reprieve by enjoying an icy treat or playing with the polar bears. Actually, I think I did get that polar bear mount from last year's or another year's Moonfire Faire, so yeah. You wouldn't expect polar bears on the beach, but staying cool is important. Even better, this year we've added a little far eastern flair with these hand fans. They're called Wushiwa, and they drive away evil spirits, or so I'm told. To ensure their authenticity, we hired an expert in the art of the festival to craft us 100 crates of them. And what color could be more fitting for Moonfire than bright, blazing red? Seeing as the origins of the event can be traced back to the bombard hunts of years past, I say Uchiwa are a perfect fit for the spirit of the occasion. And judging from the sizable crowds, I'm far from the only one. The downside, of course, is that we presently find ourselves quite ill-equipped to manage a turnout of this magnitude. Personally, I like to bolster our security cadre if I can. As it stands, none of us would be able to leave our posts in the event of a serious emergency. So, given the fortuitous timing of your arrival, could I ask you to... Monster! Ah! Oh, I like his earring. Little, firebomb, I think. Did she say monster? Damn it all, the people are starting to panic. Please, Odd, you've got to help us. I'll stay here and try to keep the crowd calm. You head north and find that woman. Yes, sir. North, you say? Well, just right here. I think it's that person. Yeah, terrified tourist. Have no fear, milady. Odd Katoon is here. The monster was just here, I swear it. He was leering at me from behind that rock, making these off-kilter little motions, and then it ran off to the east. Off-kilter little motions, you say? Over there? I thought for certain it would come over here and... I feel faint. I need to go lie down. Okay. Which rock? Some are here. Oh. Sweaty guest. Damn, I didn't stand a chance against that thing. You should have seen it. I was minding my own business out here, practicing my steps, when suddenly that thing showed up out of nowhere to challenge me to a dance-off. Then after it utterly trounced me, it raced off again. Sounds like you got served. Would that I could tell you where, or even which direction. Although, come to think of it, I believe I saw something fall from its body. Well, it doesn't much matter to me anymore. I can hear summer's call, and it must be heeded. To the ocean with me. Whatever fell off the thing, you'll find it lying over there, if you think it will help your search. Okay. Fallen item. See what it is. Cutscene. Aha! There she is. Go de Juan? Is that how you say it? Glad as ever to see you again, Odd. Fair Maga told us you might be in need of urgent assistance, so here we are. We've heard reports of a green monster running amok. Have you learned aught in the way of a clue? Amok, 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 amok. It dropped something, did it? Looks to be a needle, by my reckoning. It's obvious we're dealing with a cactuar. It's obvious we're dealing with an inebriated weaver. Well, could be a cactuar, let's see. They're the cacti creatures that Final Fantasy is famous for. Well, one of the creatures they're famous for. Cactuars in La Nocia, of all places? Surely they will struggle to survive so far removed from their native habitat of Thanalan. I am so sorry about this. Madam Mameja, if I'm not mistaken, was it not Master Gegaruju himself who invited you out to Costa del Sol? Yes, I traveled all the way from Ul'dah at the summons of my friend Gegaruju. Naturally, I couldn't bear the thought of my dear pets missing out on the fun and festivities, so I brought them along with me. I like your hair. Not for a moment did I ever think they would act out like this. You have my deepest apologies. Oh, it's okay. They were perfect angels when we stopped in to see Gegaruju. He even gave them treats. But the moment I stepped away for a drink, they went mad, and poor Gegaruju couldn't rein them in. By the time I got back, they were gone, I swear to you, this has never happened before. Ooh. Well, that would certainly explain how a cactuar ended up in La Nocia. Regardless, if your pets pose a danger to the fairgoers, we may have to subdue them by force. No, please. I've raised them since they were pups. They'd never heard of flying. I don't fancy the prospect myself, but what other option is there? Given that the Moonfire Faire would have no venue were it not for Master Gegaruju, I'd obviously prefer if he didn't upset a dear friend of his. Yes, termination should be a last resort. Let us first attempt to capture them. A sensible plan. Should things turn violent, it would only frighten the attendees. This calls for a more subtle approach. Just the three of us, perhaps. Indeed. I would see the situation sorted swiftly that we might return to the fair. If we work quickly, we may manage to find it before it escapes the bounds of Costa del Sol. Thus, I propose we split up. Odd, my friend, will you search the west side of the island? You got it. Those fireworks just never end, do they? Poor animals. You know, like setting off fireworks in real life and scaring the dogs. The cats too, maybe, but it's usually the dogs that come up in the conversation. Anyway, who are we looking for? Oh, already! We found them. Cavorting cactuar. Aha! Just a little guy. What's that around your head? It's all lit up. You might be under a spell or something. Anyway, let's see. You like hypnotic dance music? Did you find something? I mean, see for yourself. It appears she did, but how are we going to capture it? I've never seen a cactuar look so dangerous. Is it just me, or is it radiating an aura of pure malice? I've never seen the poor thing like this either. Come to think of it, Gegaruju told me it seemed to him as though they were possessed. In that case, perhaps the aura is an evil spirit. If only we could purify it somehow. This is really funny considering that I'm watching the Conjuring movies, or the movies in the Conjuring universe, and, you know, dealing with demonic possessions and stuff also. Perhaps an Uchiwa would help. Ah yes, that's the fan, right? What that thing needs is an exorcism. Let's go with the exorcism. I like that one. They're probably going to suggest the Uchiwa anyway. Of course! In the Far East they use Uchiwa to ward off evil spirits, right? Maybe our festival fans would work. In that case, allow me to do the honors. Evil spirit, be gone! Uchiwa shoi! Be gone! Oh, that worked. You're very smooth for a cactuar. Yes! Well, that was easy. Shall we head back for drinks? Girl's got her priorities. Terribly sorry to interject, but I think there's been a misunderstanding. That's only one of my dear cactuars. I'm still missing the other 6. I do appreciate you finding cacti, of course, but I'm worried about Cactillo and Cactina and Cactistifer and... Wait, so when you said pets, you brought 7 cactuars to La Nocia? It is concerning, then, that we scoured every inch of the island and only found one. It appears we'll have to take our search to the mainland. Very well. Let us take up our Uchiwa and find these cactuars, that we might ease them of their torment. Oh, she has the earring too. Okay. Yay! And we now have the gesture. You have learned the emote Uchiwa Shoi. Nice. Okay. Next, talk to Bodifon. Festival Fan Frenzy. Moonfire Faire chaperone Bodifon is prepared to help you track down a half-dozen wayward cactuars. I take it you're ready to begin? In that case, let us review our objective. First, we must seek out these cactuars. As soon as one is located, placate it with a gust from your Uchiwa, then bring it back here. You, my friend, are in charge of searching the southwestern cliffside. You got it. Let's go ahead and add that to our quick bar. Add to the hot bar. Do it here for now. Okay. Next. Okay, these two areas are close by, so that's good. Let's get on our mount. Ooh. Actually fitting. Having these firebomb spirits. Forget their official name. There's one. Okay. So, highlight and Uchiwa Shoi. Like we're cooling them off too. They're cute. The cactuar appears to have snapped out of it, whatever it may have been. Eager for your company, it walks right up to you, allowing you to grab it. That was an interesting sound. Okay, next. Oh, it feels so good to fly. Can't wait to fly in the new Dawn Trail areas. Here's our other one. Uchiwa Shoi! Alright, they snapped out of it. And we got it. Okay, now we head back. I think it's slowly becoming daytime. Welcome back. I don't suppose you found any cactuars. Yeah, I found two, just like y'all told me to do. And that brings us to 7. Excellent, we're done. And now that that's over with, I think I'll grab myself a drink and find a nice vantage point, preferably somewhere in the shade. Oh, take me with you. I've been dying for a drink. At last, the crisis is well and truly averted. Now I can return my focus to what matters most, ensuring a spectacular time is had by all. Seeing as Hermaga still needs a status report, could I ask you to see to that? Sure. Hey. Welcome back, Odd. It seems you have the cactuar crisis well in hand. You've done your part to keep the peace, and for that, I thank you. Now what's this I hear about a malicious aura? Efficacy of the Uchiwa aside, I'd rather like to get to the bottom of this, lest we suffer the same problem next year. I just wanted to report that the pet cactuars are resting safely away from the main festivities. I asked another chaperone to keep an eye on them. I cannot apologize enough for the trouble I caused. Yes, well, I am glad to have this matter settled quietly. My lovely ladies were quite frightened. That being said, speaking as one who has seen his share of dancers, your pets have star potential, my dear Mimeja. Truly? Perhaps I should have them formally trained. You're not seriously going to encourage that behavior, are you? Lest you forget, it was pure coincidence that we found a peaceable solution through the use of our Uchiwa. For something like this to happen again, that luck may not hold. Surely you don't mean... I've learned my lesson, I swear it. As soon as we're home, I'll ensure they're trained to stay at my side at all times. That's all I ask. Incidentally, did you notice anything that might have served as the catalyst to their cavorting? No, I'm afraid not. I was away at the time, you see. I thought it quite strange myself. One moment they were downing their wine like sailors, and the next, it was as though they were possessed by some manner of wicked spirit. They were drinking wine, my lord? What a fine vintage it was. I was delighted to be in like-minded company. Oh, the great conversation we could have had, if only they could speak. Meja, I can't believe I'm asking this, but is wine safe for cactuars? They were probably drunk. How should I know? I've only ever given them the finest spring water from the mountains of Perthas myself. This seems to have a culprit. So they were just drunk? And somehow the Uchiwa fan helped. Pah! They barely had a cupful each. And besides, it's not like I poured the stuff down their throats, did I? Alright, look, perhaps sharing a bottle wasn't the best of ideas, but how was I to know they couldn't hold their drink? Personally, I'm just glad the mystery's been put to rest. And seeing as Amisha's learned her lesson, I dare say we won't be seeing a repeat of this incident. Well, just in case someone else gives wine to some other cactuars, I'll be sure to let the chaperone team know to reach for an Uchiwa rather than a weapon. That would be much appreciated, Pobiano. Now let us return to the festival. The Adventurers Guild won't promote itself, you know. As for you, Odd, on behalf of the entire chaperone team, I thank you. Enjoy the remainder of the event, and don't be a stranger, alright? Y'all come back now, you hear? Alright. There's gotta be a little more to this event. These usually don't last that long. Summer's biggest fan. Nice. Okay. What's next? Not sure where else to go. I don't think that's it. With the cactuar crisis under control, the festival is proceeding apace. Enjoy yourself, my friend. If you have yet to attempt the Eorzen Nimble Warrior course, I highly recommend it. Yeah, so the course is over there, right? Yeah, maybe there's someone we can talk to there? Oh. Okay. Well, maybe you. I can guess by the look on your face. You're wondering why in the hells I'm standing around here getting blasted by the sun with all this equipment on. Well, you must know, I'm hoping to see an experienced adventurer take on the course in some exceedingly dangerous manner. Heh, you can't fool me. You're a cut above the amateurs I see around here. Why not challenge yourself and see if you can make it halfway through the course blind? Sure. Okay. I guess starting here. I guess if we fall, that's it, right? Let's try again. Okay. Easy. Oh shit. Wait. Wait for that to go off. Okay. Alright, next. Jumpies. Jump. 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 It's like a one-person game of chain together. That game looks like a lot of fun. Let's go here. Damn it. That works. I don't know if there's anything at the end of this, or if we get a prize for it, but let's see what happens. Okay. Go back here. Let's try again. One. Ah, damn it. Oh, you can sprint in the water. Forgot about that. Go back up. Oop. Oop. Yep. 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 Oh no. Oh wait, was the sprint still on? I don't remember. But then that leads to where we were, right? Because I think it said it would transport us to the end of the first course. Is that right? Let's go left this time. Ooh. Yep. Okay. Here we are. Yeah, so, okay, that was the first course. Here's another one. My, is it just lovely here with all of this wonderful shade. Tell that to the Rogadin bloke over there, would you? Bet he wishes he had my ridiculous hat now. Anyway, don't mind me. I'm just looking out for a daring adventurer. One willing to challenge the forest with a handicap, that is. I actually like your hat. Can I have it? Well, I'll be. It isn't an adventurer who looks perfectly happy to plunge headfirst into danger. Oh, come now, don't give me that look. I'm merely suggesting you take on the course blind, nothing more. Please. Proceed to end, of course. Have I done this before? Like another year passed? Don't remember. Okay, so this is the end of that other course. Let's go side up. Whee! Okay, I'm gonna check something. Be right back. Alright, so actually it looks like we're done with the Moonfire Faire festival. That was it. Now we have these courses here, and I believe I did these another year with a group, but it's been a while and I totally forgot. But this episode would be really short, so I have an idea of what to do from this point on. Alright, so now what we're gonna do for the rest of this episode, or try to, is knock out all the side quests in this one area. So we are in Urkopacha, right? We visited this village, this region already for a previous Dawn Trail quest. We have not unlocked the ability to fly, however. In order to do that, we need to complete these plus quests, as I call them, because you see it has a plus there. So when we talk to Nopli, you'll see that our reward for this will be an ether current. So I want to knock out all of these quests in this region, and then that should give us the ability to fly in this region only. So, let's do it. A crisis of corruption. Nopli is rubbing his hands together. Probably going to try to sell us something. Hey, I recognize you. You're Odd, yes? I've heard about you. Companion to the Third Promise, a most dependable individual. The name's Nopli, and I'll have you know I'm a merchant blessed by fortune, if I do say so myself. Indeed, I believe our meeting today is no chance encounter, but the hands of fate guiding us for one singular purpose, the exchange of invaluable items at an unbelievable price. If I could direct your attention over here for just a moment. Oh. Feast your eyes on these, crates of exceedingly rare and precious corrupted crystals. Beautiful, aren't they? They were extracted from remote regions of Eorzea and shine a brilliant orange hue. quite unlike your run-of-the-mill crystals, no? For you, I'm willing to offer them for the low, low price of 1 fel, in the millionth column. It's nigh highway robbery at this valuation, but anything for a friend of the third promise. Sorry, I clearly misheard you. It almost sounded like you said 1 million. They're not worth even a fraction of that price. Well, for such a low price, I'd be a fool to refuse. Yeah, let's play hardball on this. What do you mean? Considering how much you set me back to purchase them, the price I'm offering should be perfectly reasonable. Strange. These are precious crystals, are they not? Just to be certain, these crystals are considered priceless treasures in Eorzea, right? I'm not sure, actually. Oh, the ominous music. Let me see if I'm getting this right. Not only are corrupted crystals commonplace across the salt, but they're also highly volatile. And in the past, you once used such crystals together with an elemental converter to do battle with powerful entities you call primals. What's more, you kept them in a warded container at all times to protect against their deleterious effects. All of which is to say, no practical use for such crystals has been discovered, meaning no one with sense would ever bother to mine them. The peddler who sold the crystals to me never mentioned a word of this. He claimed they're extremely rare in Eorzea, which is why I decided to purchase them in the first place, even at the exorbitant price he offered. Naturally, I believed him. Having never seen crystals of their like, could you blame me? But if they really have no use... Have I, Nopely the Lucky, been swindled? Yeah, looks like you have. Sucks to suck. Well, at the very least, I was able to learn about the crystal's true nature before selling them to some poor soul. Fortune hasn't abandoned me completely yet. At any rate, I'd like to verify whether these crystals truly hold no value. Would you be willing to help me look into this, Odd? I need someone I can trust, and that you'd be willing to share the truth with me says a lot. No need to answer right away. Give it some thought. If you've no interest, you're free to be on your way. If you decide to assist me, however, I'll be here waiting. Yeah, of course you're gonna help. We have to. You're willing to help then? Wonderful. You truly are a kind-hearted soul. Now, before I go and confront the merchant who sold me these crystals, I'd like to look into potential uses for them in Dural. For instance, crystals are in high demand among Durali mages, who make extensive use of them in their rituals. And I just so happen to know a spellcaster among the distillery's guard. I'd like you to speak with them about the corrupted crystals and gauge their interest in purchasing them. In the meantime, I will see about procuring a container to ward off the crystal's harmful effects. Per your explanation, preparing an elemental converter with my skills is likely impossible, but finding the requisite materials for a warding vessel should be well within my abilities. The mage you're looking for is an individual of the Bunawa tribe. If you happen upon someone wielding a staff, chances are you found them. Okay. And you are in Wachinpelo, which is where again? Oh, you're right there. So, let's follow the map. Stay bearing guard. That should be you, right? Let's see. Intriguing. I've never heard of these corrupted crystals. As a practitioner of the arcane arts, I'll not deny they pique my curiosity. But I'm afraid I have no interest in purchasing them. If they're as volatile as you say, there is little to be done with crystals whose very nature can change on a whim. Okay, so going back to Nopely. So even the mage was not interested. Nevertheless, I thank you for speaking with them on my behalf. It seems you are right. These crystals really are worthless. I may be unable to make back what I've lost, but there's still one thing I can do. Odd, I wish to stop that pernicious peddler from continuing his crooked ways. Will you help me? What a relief. Allow me to offer you a small token of my thanks. When you have a moment to spare, please come see me again. We must stop him before he has a chance to swindle anyone else. Nice. Okay, now, we can continue the quest. And we'll just get experience and gil out of it, but we've already finished the portion of the quest that gives us the ether current, so that's good. So, with this certain quest, we'll pause and go on to the next one. Now we'll speak to Flustered Merchant. A traveler to the rescue. The flustered merchant appears desperate for help. Oh, thank goodness, a capable-looking traveler. Please, I need your help. My caravan was attacked by beasts. I had a bodyguard, a young Mamouja mercenary, but he could barely fend for himself, let alone me. He somehow managed to throw me over his shoulder and carry me all the way here, but no sooner did my feet touch the ground than he ran back into the jaws of death. Damned if I can figure out why. Injured as he was, I don't like his chances. Please, I beg of you, go to Chabayuke, and save him. Okay. So we're gonna go... yeah, there. Mercenary! Ah! You're in danger. Take some of this. Alright, one down, stun you. And you're down. Wait. Now you're down. Alright. You alright, buddy? Aiding. I can hardly believe my eyes. You felled those bloodthirsty beasts with such ease. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Thank you for saving me. As a mercenary for hire, I'm ashamed such help was even necessary. So the merchant sent you, did she? The attack on the caravan saw her wares scattered all over. I figured the least I could do was retrieve as much as I could. That's nice of you. Thanks to your timely rescue, I can still do just that. No need for you to stay with me, friend. Go and let her know that I'm safe. I'll grab what I can and be along shortly. Okay. Snowman. So let's head back to our flustered merchant. Oh, I'm so relieved to hear he's safe. The Mamouja take considerable pride in their trade as mercenaries, but that young man seems to have a particularly acute sense of responsibility. I've heard tell that some Mamouja travel across the salt to make a name for themselves. As a preliminary step to that, it seems many young hopefuls gather experience here in Turao as mercenaries and bodyguards to sharpen their skills. That said, earnest as he is, the young man failed to protect my caravan. We will have to discuss some form of compensation for my losses. I'm not heartless, however. He saved my life and risked his own to reclaim my wares. There is much to consider. For now, however, treating his wounds must come first. Nice. And we're done with that. Looks like our remaining plus quests are in Warlord's Echo, which is the same region. We're just gonna fast travel to that Aetheryte. Okay, and go to the nearest one. Yeah, this is the Yakui village. And we'll speak to Moonfire. Hello. The flame burns no more. Moonfire regards you with a mixture of reverence and uncertainty. Great and mighty Odd, I have heard tell of your victory over Valley Garganda. You protected our land, and for that I, Moonfire, express my deepest gratitude. I wish only that I could have seen the battle with my own eyes. As a warrior of the Yakui, I cannot fathom how one of your diminutive stature laid low the fearsome Skyruin, calling us short. Thus do I ask if you would demonstrate your martial prowess. I don't know if you've heard, but I'm the Warrior of Light. I thank you for this honor. Of late, hulking monsters have been sighted south of the Shades of Grief, endangering all who travel along the road. I bid you snuff out this threat, that I might see for myself how you subdue your foes. I shall go there now. Join me when you are prepared. You got it. There you are. Ooh, what you got there? Glad am I to see you did not lose your way. As for this one, it made the mistake of picking a fight with me. Ooh. Yeah, see you got your sword out. There was another, but unlike its comrade, it had the good sense to flee. Not far, however. It stalks us from the shadows, yet thirsting for blood. These beasts are formidable indeed, possessed of strength equal to their keen senses. I would have you hunt down the one that remains. Follow its track to the southwest. Doubtless it will reveal itself to what it will see as a smaller, less challenging foe. Alright. Okay. Wait here. We are gonna get some action in a sec, though. Oh, hello. So we're both level 96. Interesting. Cone. Yeah, cone. And you're down. Awesome. Now we head back to Merfolare. Oh, this tree is probably gonna aggro. Oh, maybe not. I did it! Impressive, Odd. Not once did you falter before the towering Qualipen. Quick to react and adapt you were indeed. Yes, I have seen all that I needed to see. Now that the threat is no more, let us return to Warlord's Echo. Yeah, I think we'll just fast travel there since it's a long climb, you know? This has been an enlightening experience for me. Not often am I granted the chance to witness a warrior whose skill far surpasses my own. For years I served as guardian of Karyozar the Gracious, watching over the seal placed upon Valley Garmanda. I would have aided in the feat of ice too, had the sky ruin not rendered our plans meaningless. You see, it is the duty of the Temple Guardian to drive off the dangerous creatures drawn to Valley Garmanda's energies. At times, it was all we could do to shield the frozen Vidral from swarms upon swarms of beasts. But now that Valley Garmanda has been laid low, we Guardians have nothing left to guard. Of course, this is cause for celebration. Urkupacha, nay, all of Dural, need no longer fear the sky ruin's destruction. I don't know if y'all can see this, but the plant that is just behind his head makes it look like he's got a mohawk, and it looks really cool. And yet, a part of me felt otherwise. Deprived of purpose, I relinquished my position. Ooh. Because we killed Valley Garmanda, Akojaja has a lot to answer for. Yes, he does. Personally, I wouldn't mind if someone made my job unnecessary. Let's go with the first one. Oh, I do not mean to suggest I blame you for my woes. Were it not for you, I would surely not be standing here to bemoan my plight. At any rate, I thought seeing you in action might move me to seek my next passion, or at the very least provide inspiration for a new combat technique. But while I acknowledge your muscular build, I remained skeptical until I observed your power firsthand. I would also be remiss not to praise your economy of movement, always thinking ahead, looking for the shortest route to victory. Oh, thank you. What calling has led you to develop such commendable skills? Ah, so you are an adventurer. Does that mean your life's purpose is the pursuit of adventure? How intriguing. Alas, much as I would love to hear your many tales, I will not keep you. When next you have a moment, however, it would be my honor to speak with you at length. That'd be cool. Quest complete. Awesome. Okay. I think we have one more plus quest. Let's see. So here we have Garhorler. Yep. An illuminating ritual. Garhorler is eager to lighten things up around here. Oh, interesting. Hail, visitor! Care to partake in one of our customary rituals? Fret not, for your part to be played is a simple one. You see, the illuminations here in Warlord's Echo make use of glowstones, a rare and precious mineral found only through mining. On occasion, we offer up prayers in the hopes that their light remains strong and bright. First, I would ask you to raise a hand to the saltwater jar and pray for light everlasting. Strange though it may seem, I assure you, it is a necessary step in our ritual. Now, great warrior, slayer of Valigarmanda, open your heart and focus. Oh, okay, saltwater jar. It appears your feelings were heard loud and clear. Let us proceed to the next step. Now that the salt water has received of your prayers, you need merely sprinkle it upon the glowstones scattered around the village and the ritual will be complete. Okay. Obtain a jar of enchanted salt water. Well, I guess is this one? Okay. And now we go for the others. Salt water. Cool. That's one. That's two. And three. Now we go back to Garhorler. Did it! I see you have successfully completed the ritual, and for that, you have my thanks. Likewise, my fellow Yakui will be glad to know that an outsider has shared in our culture. When mining the peak for glowstones, we occasionally discover shellfish fossils. Some have wondered if perhaps this tall mountain was once submerged beneath the waves many long lifetimes ago. The stone's radiance is a reflection of their joy, shining all the brighter when offered water that smells of the sea, or so the story goes. Thus was our little tradition born. Knowing that it is the will of a great warrior that now illuminates our humble village, our spirits are sure to lighten as well. Suffice it to say, we are fortunate indeed that you are willing to join in our prayer with an open heart. May the light of the glowstones ever guide your steps. Yay! Free bird, Urkopacha! Oh man, did we do it? We did it, oh my god. Is this it? Can we fly? Okay, here we go. Ready? Yep! Oh my god, we did it, y'all! We're flying! Oh. Man, it feels good. So we are done with Urkopacha. Ah, man, it feels really good. So we can go ahead and discover this area, and then we'll have discovered the entire map of Urkopacha. This is exciting. Here we did it. There you have it. Mapping the realm of Urkopacha. Alright everyone, so that's going to do it for this episode. So we completed the Moonfire Faire event of 2024, and we completed all the side quests necessary to complete our ether currents here in this region of Urkopacha. So I'm very happy with that. We'll do another bonus episode sometime where we'll do this for the other regions and unlock those ether currents as well. And I'm not sure what the next seasonal event would be, but of course I will be doing that on my channel. I'm looking forward to certain ones. October is not that far from now, and that'll be the Halloween event, and I just love Halloween, and I love the holidays in the winter. So there we have it. So thank you so much for being here with me. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe for more. Remember to save your progress, and I will see you in the next video.